Alright, welcome everyone to Lift Your Spirits. If I sound any different, it's because I'm feeling a little under the weather, but that's not going to stop me. Let's go right in. Alone on a Friday night, and I'm spinning it here. My fingers were sluggish as I typed out the last bit of conclusion needed to finish off my paper. I didn't even bother spell checking the rest, my hand dragging the cursor across to close the document. Alright, time to submit it. Typed out my regards to Mr. Holtman. Kindly find the attached file of the assignment. Your student, Luminary Trout. Stifling a yawn, I turned on my phone and checked the time. 2:53 a.m. The universal experience of losing sleep and gaining eye bags as a college student came to grace me in its hold once again, it seems. At least it's the weekend. Turning off the computer, it suddenly hit me how quiet it was without my fingers typing away at the keyboard. Tapping away. Everyone else had left. The campus was 24/7, but who else was dumb enough to push their luck in submitting their assignment this late? I considered myself lucky Mr. Holtman gave me the extended deadline, otherwise I'd be screwed. Still, there were also the rumors. Disembodied voices echoing through the empty rooms, heavy footsteps shuffling down the halls. Those who were lucky claimed to see a black silhouette skulking around the vending machine at the end of the corridor, staring at them. I wasn't a superstitious type, but I had to admit the eerie silence of being the only person here gave me the creeps. I didn't like that noise. If I didn't open the door because I'm sitting right here, how many someone else did? Which means I'm not alone anymore. I was recalling all the gossip spread around the student body when a sound made me perk up. Yeah. I glanced behind me over the monitor to see if someone had come in. Nobody. There's something. May not be somebody, but it's something. I ignored the goosebumps, rising on my arms. You never ignore goosebumps. Never. As I gathered up my items into my bag. Superstitions or no, I've done what I came here for. Time to go. Then get out. I shambled to the elevators and tapped the button. It rumbled to life, slowly making its way up to my floor. Just a couple more minutes and I'm out of here, I assured myself. I don't know why, but I found myself constantly checking behind me as if expecting someone there. Yes, it's always empty every time I look. I tapped the button some more. The hairs on the back of my neck stood as if I was being watched. Probably because you are. You might want to get moving, Stippy steppin'. I clenched my fist, ignoring how sweaty they felt in my pockets. Is there someone behind me? Don't look back. Okay, I didn't even consider looking back as stepping inside, refusing to turn around until the doors had closed. That's probably a good idea. The chipper background music they played calmed me down somewhat. I'm almost in disbelief they were playing it at this hour. Almost. I pressed the button for the ground floor, the elevator moving with a small jolt. With nothing to do but wait, I stared as the numbers slowly descended. The lull of the elevator was starting to make me sleepy. Uh-oh. Don't fall asleep. I thought of the things I could do once I got home, just to distract myself for the rest of the ride. A shower for sure. I wasn't done reading. I blinked up at the flickering light. The elevator shuddered and came to an abrupt halt. The music cut out. I tried the button for the ground floor, then the rest. Unresponsive. Oh, crud. Pushing the intercom button gave nothing but static. Hello? No, no, no. No. This can't be happening. Taking a moment to compose myself, I called out. Is anyone out there? I'm stuck in here. Help! Started slamming the doors as a panic took hold. There had to be someone out there. Help, please, I'm in here. I didn't even stop for a good minute, getting more and more desperate as tears welled up in my eyes. Why? Why now? Why me? I knocked my forehead against the door in a slump, ready to curl myself up and cry. Ready to curl up and cry. This sucks. Yes, it does. I was about to turn before I felt a chill run up my spine. The air felt heavy. Is this claustrophobia setting in? I didn't think I had a fear of closed spaces. You don't. There's something there. Unless... nope. I turned my head and screamed. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was about to get jump scared. Across me was a glowing blotch of darkness, an oozing mass that seemed to melt through the walls. I scrambled away, my back flat against the doors. Nope, you better start swinging. Foul-smelling black ichor dripped from its fingers. Another arm followed suit, clinging to the other side. I couldn't look away. I couldn't find my voice to scream, "You better start swinging." Face took... Yep. It seemed to smile directly at me. I blacked out. I mean, if you're asleep and it kills you, was it really that bad? Wake up. Hey. I heard a voice panicked and flushed from above me. A person was looming over me, visibly worried as I blinked back to consciousness. You're alive. I couldn't really check for a pulse, so anyway. Are you alright? Safe. Yes. I think so. Phew, I'm glad. Didn't mean to scare you back there. Okay. I realized I was still in the elevator, but now with a stranger twiddling their thumbs in front of me. They were taller than me, looming a good few inches past my head. Dang. Nice. Their limbs looked even more awkward in the baggy sweater they had. I wasn't sure if they forgot to wash away their makeup or if they just haven't slept for 3 days straight. Probably like you. Possibly both. Yeah. I realized they were staring at me as well. Their eyes focused on me a little too long, as if they'd forgotten how to blink. So I still don't remember the last thing I saw. That creepy shadow from the walls. Before you're here, there was something crawling out of the walls. You know something. You know something. I know it sounds insane, but I swear, it looked straight out of a horror movie. Stranger looked nervous. Crap, they think I'm nuts. No, they know something. Don't look at me like that. No, I believe you for sure. Of course you do, 'cause it's you. You saw it too? Well, sort of. Sorry, I was really trying to be sneaky, but that must have been uncomfortable to watch. Oh, she's admitting it. What are you saying? Well, I heard you yelling for help and I couldn't just leave you alone, so I did the next best thing I could. Are you saying that was you? Yes, in a way. There really is no easy way to say it. I'm not alive. Not the way you are. I mean, at least they're upfront about it. Did they mean like a ghost? Stranger lit up appreciatively. Basically. You must have heard the rumors, right? Well, it's me in the flesh. Well, sans the flesh. I'll believe them. I feel like this isn't the worst situation to be meeting a ghost for the first time. Stranger gave me a sigh of relief. Thank you for trusting me. I'd ask you for your name, but I already know it. It's Luminary Trout. I don't like that you already know my name. How did you... I've been watching you for, I don't know how I feel about that. A ghost watching me. Excuse me? Yeah, proper reaction. Tonight I've been watching you for a while. Tonight. It's not safe here to be alone this late. I don't know if I believe you just tonight. I would know. Yeah. Anyways, I stuck around to see you write your paper. I don't necessarily agree with your hypothesis, but interesting nevertheless. Of all things, you're concerned about my paper when you just told me it was dangerous. Can we go back to the danger? Thanks, I think. They gave me a shy smile. No problem. This wasn't the way I expected my night to go, but I guess the sooner I accepted it, the better. I should probably ask for their name instead of calling them stranger. You know my name, but what about yours? Oh, I, I don't remember. I know who I was and what I did when I was alive, but not my name. Strange, isn't it? Have you ever thought of picking one yourself? Their eyes widening as if never thought occurred to me. I never needed a name, but if I were to have one, I've always liked to be like the way Alma sounds. Sounds stupid. No, I'm not trying to get killed. I'll go through again and then get killed. It's perfect. Their smile widened. Thank you, Luminary Trout. Alma went back to twiddling their thumbs. We stood in silence for a while, gauging on what to say next. Kept glancing back at their hands, wondering if they feel assault as they look. They knew I was staring, but didn't seem to mind, waiting patiently in front of me. My thoughts were running wild from sleep deprivation and shock to actually form words past our introductions, to be honest. They started humming softly as to fill the silence. That's when it hit me. For a ghost, they could easily be a student just like me. I have to ask, how did you, Alma had knowing look in their eyes. Oh, man, it's honestly kind of embarrassing. What did you do? What happened? Insist. Despite having no blood flowing through their veins, their cheeks, they seemed to darken. We don't have to get into it. But I really want to know. Please. They hesitated before nodding. Promise you won't make fun of me. Promise. Okay. So I was staying late working on an assignment just like you. No one was around. Even back then, I was known as a loner most of the time. It didn't even bother me. While I was working, I got thirsty. No big deal. You got crushed by a vending machine, didn't you? So I headed over to the vending machine for a drink. They paused, handshaking. They clasped at their wrist and twisted before continuing. Just a soda. Not too much to ask, right? I paid for the damn thing, but somehow my hand got stuck in the dispenser. I pulled and pulled, and you got crushed. It fell. I felt my whole body being crushed under the weight. I couldn't even cry out for help. And then the whole time my hand was still stuck in that thing. Not that I could even tell. I think my wrist was beyond saving at that point. They sunk into themselves. I died trying to get some cheap soda. How pathetic is that? How is that anything like they deserved it? What? It's not. I'm sorry that happened to you. I put my hand over theirs. It passed right through, giving me an ice cold chill at my fingertips, but almost seemed to appreciate it nevertheless. They looked at me nervous they looked up at me, their nervous hands finally coming to a stop. I've never told anyone about it before. I didn't think it would feel this freeing. Thank you. You know, I think you're a really great person. I want to help you get out of here. I tilted my head. How are you going to do that? I can try some things. That is, if you trust me. Well, don't really have a choice of this, do I? I guess I'm trusting Alma. They clapped their hands excitedly. Okay, here we go. You might want to hold on to something. Uh-oh. Before I could ask further, the elevator began to drop. My heart plunged in my throat as my weight shifted upwards. Alma, hang on, let me focus. The buttons of each floor flashed beside me. I closed my eyes shut and decided to trust them. Felt like a roller coaster heading straight to the ground. The air whizzed around me. I gritted my teeth and clenched my head, knuckles probably white if I bothered to look. And just like that, it stopped. I yelped as the elevator jolted. I landed on my ass with a smack. I blinked my eyes open to see Alma clapping excitedly. They looked over to see me on the floor and gestured towards the door. They creaked open as if manually pulled apart by an unseen force. My jaw dropped as I realized they really did bring me to the ground floor. You really did it. I did. I never got to do that before. I couldn't believe my eyes. I stood and threw my arms around Alma. I want to completely pass through them. They yelped backwards away into the wall. Get the signal before you do that. I don't appreciate feeling hands inside of me. It's gross. Sorry. I gathered myself and stepped through the doors, almost following suit. Sure enough, the lobby was empty, the clock on the wall indicating it was close to 4 a.m. now. Damn. Well, I guess this is it. I turned to see them trying hard not to reach for their hands, their fingers twitching to intertwine one another. It all happened so fast. It sunk in that now I could leave and go home, right? If I wanted to. Alma, thank you. I appreciate it. They nod understandingly. I stood there for a moment as they looked at me before averting their eyes. They were waiting for me to leave. I grasped at my phone in a side pocket, mustering the courage to ask what I was about to ask. Would you ever want to hang out again? They did a double take. Huh? Would you want to... didn't even get to finish. Yes. But, what? Why would you want to? Why wouldn't I like you? Once again, their cheeks darkened despite being them. I like you too. Yeah, I'd love to hang out again. Great, preferably when I'm, not stuck in a helpless elevator. My heart skipped a beat as they laughed lightly. Preferably, of course. I'll see you next week. Yes, don't worry about a time or a place. I can always find you whenever you're in the building. Kind of unsettling, but okay. Stay safe, Luminary Trout. I waved and headed towards the entrance, pulling my phone out to call for a driver from one of my apps. When I turned to look back, Alma was already gone. Good end to friends for life or more. Okay, so that's one ending. Let's go through it again. You're alive. I really couldn't check for a pulse anyways. Are you alright? Ew, don't touch me. Okay. Considering we already know all this, after choices. Nope. Preferences, skip, unseen. Okay, and there we go. Alright, now, are you saying that was you? What kind of sick joke is this? Stick your hand through them. Like touching something solid yet not. The stranger yelped and backed away. Hey, do you just go around sticking your fingers into people you just met? Ew. Sorry, I thought you were messing with me. Why did I even bother? If you sit tight and don't do anything stupid, they'll come find you in the morning. Shifted to filming her back, shapeless entity melting into a puddle and disappearing through the floor. Exactly the same way as they had entered. I found myself alone for the next 7 hours. The workers found me half dozing in the corner the next morning. Stayed late most nights on campus to see if the stranger would show up, but it seems as they're annoying me on purpose. Never saw them again. Bad end 1. Alright. I think so. Are you saying that was you? Stick your hand. I don't know. So, that just kills it. Kind of sick joke. Believe them. Nobody asked for your opinion. Sounds stupid. Back down. Oh, I'd skip through it. Let's try that again. Kind of sick joke. Believe them. Nobody asked. You know my name? Well, sounds stupid. Back down. Not much I can do right now. I got some battery to last a couple hours. You want to watch? Got on plenty of room for both. Just watch your legs, lanky. Settled down beside me, sitting across. Applesauce leaned over to look at my phone. Proximity, but it didn't bother picking up. We chatted amicably, as my fingers tapped away at my screen, Alma getting more invested the higher my numbers got. Otherwise, it was peaceful company. A few hours passed. I must have dozed off at some point. The next thing I knew was someone whirring behind me to woke me up in a jolt. Voices began to call out, and I turned to see some workers prying the door open for me. It took no time for me to step outside when their work was done. And the sunlight shining over made me feel like everything that had happened last night was a dream. Turned on my phone to look at the time. Instead, I saw an unsent message typed out on the screen. Be safe. Careful about staying late at times. I blinked and looked around. A cold chill went up my arm, almost turned to expect Alma, but I saw nothing. Next time, I put my phone away and rubbed my bleary eyes, mentally making a note to stay back at campus more frequently from now on. Good in one. Till next time. Alright, so gotta try to get one more ending. Think so? Are you saying that was you? Believe them. Thanks, I think. It's perfect. Insist. Alright, I think this is where everything's gonna go wrong. Crushed by an elevator, getting some soda. I'll be a dick and say you deserve it now. Moved down, leaning against the doors. Alma looked down, me curious. What are you doing? I shrugged, looking at my phone for a time-wasting app. In no time, I found one of my mindless games open. Might as well settle in. Spend the next few hours trying to beat my high score. Not much I can do right now. Got some battery to last a couple hours. You wanna watch? So that didn't do anything. It's not trust. What? Isn't there supposed to be like one more ending? How do I get it? Yeah, there's all that. You don't touch me. Kind of sick joke. Believe them. Thanks. Perfect. Back down. Nope. How do I get the other ending? Think so. You believe them. Thanks. Sounds stupid. Insist. Sorry. Okay, apparently I can't get another ending. But I got one ending where she just left. One ending where we just sat down. One where we got closer. I'm assuming there's another ending where she just kills me. But I can't seem to get it. So, if you want me to come back and try again, or you could go through and play the game for yourself. The link will be down in the description. Say it's on itch, but I'm going to go ahead and roll out. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, because not one of you have done that yet. So maybe I'll get another. But anyway, once again, thank you for watching, and bye.